pretty much every surfer that wants to find out where their limits are eventually end up going to Pipeline and like checking it out, you know, to see if you even want to jump in.
It's not for the faint of heart. You got to know that risk going out there.
How big's the dangling carrot on the other end? Like the wave of your life is out there.
The day it all comes together is the pinnacle in surfing.
John pulling in, barrel to Pipeline, coming out, it's on!
John, roaring!
Pipe's like up there with winning a world title for me.
It's a new era on the championship tour.
Pipeline for the girls.
Betty Lou and Molly Picklum,
Yeah.
absolutely charging.
John, one of the most successful surfers of all time here on the North Shore.
This is crazy. As little kids, we would have been dreaming of this.
It honestly is bringing tears to my eyes. This is history being made right now.
We are at Ehukai Beach Park, home of the wave known as Pipeline right there. Today's one of those days where, fingers crossed, everybody goes home breathing, everybody goes home smiling. We do not have a continental shelf. Nothing slows down the energy. All the biggest swells in the world, they land right there. I will tell you this, the waves here on the North Shore do not care if you're from Nebraska or Nanakuli. They will handle you and put you in your place.
It's a miracle that Pipeline exists. You have this outer reef, it tends to focus the wave and the energy right into Pipeline, and then that reef is just the right shape to come out of deep water into shallow water, and all that energy just gets lurched up and detonates in one spot.
You could say it's like a bad miracle or a good miracle, you know? It's like just perfectly made to just make this dangerous hit of water.
So a lot of people are gonna tell you that the most dangerous thing at Pipeline is the reef. If you ask me, it's actually the crowd. On a good day at Pipeline, there's 150 people in a 70-meter stretch, all battling for the same wave.
When I first started surfing out here, you know, I had guys just burning me. You know, I had to just go and take really gnarly wipeouts and stuff just to get the respect.
I've had like family members who've passed away out there, hypnotized, or something's going on out there. If you're seeing the worst thing in life happen to people you love, and we'll be like ready to still go. To get the best wave and the most critical ride, you have to put yourself in a really uncomfortable situation. There's like a moment before it all happens where your body's just like, how dare you do this to me?
You have to have that 100% commitment into it. You hesitate for a second, and then you're free falling out of the sky, going over the falls.
You have to almost even trick yourself like, it's so good, you know, I have to do it. When that feeling passes and you get the nice vision.
You just sit in it, and it's just this big, round barrel.
It's the top feeling of the whole entire world.
Oh my gosh, there's the craziest rip running through Pipe. The ocean's been turned upside down. No. This is not what we want to see. You'll see no one out there today, which is so rare for this wave. That's Gabby's mess. It's intimidating. I think obviously the boys, they love it. The girls, now the rookies, they like the challenge. They know they got to like the challenge to stand a chance. You can't just get away with hiding away anymore. Like, you got to take on the challenge. Otherwise, you won't succeed. I think the sport's evolved a lot. I do know that the women a while ago, they were gnarly. Like, they charged more harder than what we did because their drive was to like prove that they could do it. But pipe was never spoken about for the women. Now we're here, equal prize money, equal opportunity. And also there's probably a part too where it's like, if you want equal prize money, you're gonna have to surf equal waves and do the things that they have to do for that money, which I agree with. They help us and manage conditions so we're not just like thrown dead in the deep end. But yeah, I do think that we do have to step up to the challenge and get the equal across the board.
True sanity for a surfer when the waves are all.
I just hope that the forecast plans out to be nice, just for everyone's sake.
Pipe is kind of the apex of it all, and it's where you want to end up on the best day. But then more than that, it's home for me.
John, one of the most successful surfers of all time here on the North Shore.
A multiple-time champion here at Pipe.
To say that John's familiar with this piece of reef right here is a huge understatement. I mean, he's been surfing here since he was 6 years old. And guess what? He happens to be one of the most talented freaks in the world. He's made to surf out here.
Oh my God, Gaga.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh.
This is gonna be a good day.
So tall. That's great.
Baron, you just told me you caught your first wave here at Pipeline at 9 years old, and now you're on to the semifinals. What would your 9-year-old self think about that?
Yeah, he'd be pretty stoked for sure.
Baron's fighting for his life up there.
No, I'm not. That was huge.
Yeah, he looks so big.
Because you can hear it.
I grew up watching Pipe on the beach and just like thinking like, wow, like one day I want to surf out there and one day I want to get big barrels. And eventually, you know, if all goes to plan, one day I want to win the Pipe contest. I think that's been my #1 goal. It's up there with like winning a world title for me for sure. It's the pinnacle.
So we'll be waiting that, we'll be watching the winds, but the good news is that we have a lot of swell lined up.
I know all of that young next generation of our women are frothing to get out there. This is where the next generation is going to be like, yeah, this is our tour now. Like, you could definitely see Molly and Katie doing that for sure.
Come on, Maxie, come on. Molly and I have been doing this training for a little while, so.
Whoa, don't write me into it.
You haven't. You did it more recently than I did.
No.
It's not like really physical training. It's like for breath holds and just becoming more comfortable in and under the water, which obviously as a surfer is super important. And then especially here in Hawaii is one of, I guess, the scarier places that we go for having big hold downs.
I'm in off rhythm.
She's been doing it by herself.
Off rhythm. I have to either be exactly on your rhythm or I need to go somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? You start and then I'll join in, because if I'm off rhythm, it's gonna throw me for the biggest loop.
We're gonna play scissors, paper, rock.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, scissors, paper, rock, whatever you prefer. Same thing, just this one, this one, this one. I want to see how good I can get, and this wave challenges that part of me personally. And that's why I kind of have a bit more energy for it.
Plug your nose, plug your nose. Yeah, so this kind of does simulate a wipeout with the rolling because it puts your body under a little bit of stress. And then you got to do a little bit of an underwater as well. So it's kind of like getting rolled by a wave and then having to do a bit of work to swim. What do you think of the forecast? Looks big.
Well, I actually don't think it's going to be psycho.
I do. It's slightly mellowed down psycho. Right.
I guess I haven't looked. I just saw green, so I was like, woo, we're on.
Green means go, baby.
I just know wave of is out there, you know.
Yeah.
Come on, wave of is there.
Wave of.
I don't know, the ocean's been a bit funny. The weather's playing games on the forecasters, but lucky that's not my job. I just got to turn up and perform when they say it's on, so.
It's on a very good angle right there. You wouldn't even recognize it.
Yeah, for sure, I get scared. I think Pipeline's super scary. It's just so beautiful too.
It is the scariest wave in the world, like hands down. I don't care who you are. If you're basically saying that pipe's not scary, you're lying through your teeth.
We have for you for the Lexus Pipe Pro presented by Yeti 6 to 10 foot air for finals day.
Fear and anxiety and the scare, like, I don't know. Worry about it when it all happens. It's just like, how big's the dangling carrot on the other end? Like, the wave of your life is out there.
Beautiful day here on the North Shore, providing us this epic final day.
Baron, in a cavern, disappears.
It's gonna be so fun.
The smile coming off of her face right now is incredible.
Oh!
Beautiful day here on the North Shore. The swell finally arrived into the night, providing us this epic final day here at the Lexus Pipe Pro.
Everyone on the beach is super excited, especially us up in the tower. I genuinely think this is probably the best day that we've seen by a long way, and it's going to be firing.
Perfect day to crown some champions. We'll send it back to you in the booth.
It's gonna be so fun. It's actually going to be crazy waves go down today for sure.
Here we go, John Florence on the paddle. He's pulling in deep at Pipeline, looking for the exit. He finds it.
This is like proper Pipeline. Someone's either going to get their wave of their life or they're just going to get annihilated. It's one of those days.
Caitlin simmers it back door. Simmering, boiling on the stove and coming out. Ho ho, Caitlin.
Wow.
The smile coming off of her face right now is incredible.
I was terrified out there, but I'm glad I got some.
This is kind of the day, I reckon, that where the next generation is going to be like, yeah, this is our tour now.
Here goes Betty Lou, AKA Shreddy Lou, on another backdoor bender, and it's still going. It spins and she comes out. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Baron, in a cavern, disappears second section from Amia, and Baron comes flying out.
That's definitely the best heat I ever had on CT.
All right, it'll be John Florence versus Baron Amia in the men's final.
Quite the storybook matchup right here.
She's a great competitor. She's hard to beat. She's got some little tricks up her sleeve.
Betty Lou is all fireworks. She's like a spicy one. She's crazy.
She's feisty. I'm spicy.
She's like, do whatever she wants to get what she wants, and then all of us are like, well, we'll do that too then.
Betty Lou just lunging into daylight. What an easy make for the North Shore local.
Molly, she wants a bomb, and she wants that Hail Mary moment. She wants the 10.
Here we go, out the back.
Molly putting her head down, grabs the rail of Pipeline, pulls up and under. She's still going and gets the exit.
This was absolutely insane.
Molly Pipla, your last score was a perfect 10.
I'm so stoked for her. That is an iconic wave.
such a moment for women surfing. It honestly is bringing tears to my eyes. This is history being made right now.
This heat is far from over. Molly Picklum swinging again. This one spitting her out into the channel. Betty Lou Sakura Johnson now in position for a bomb.
Dropping in, pipeline barrel pulls in, under the hook, spat out.
Betty Lou and Molly Picklum.
Yeah.
Absolutely charging.
Betty Lou, it's her last chance to try to turn this heat. And here she goes, looking for an 8.61. She pulls in, and she salutes the hometown crowd.
Stand by for the last score.
Good on ya. That was amazing.
Last score, Betty Lou, an 8.33. Not enough.
Molly Picklum slides into the final up against Caitlin Simmers.
That was a crazy statement. Well done. Oh my God.
This is crazy. As little kids, we would have been dreaming of this, and to be fair, a lot of older women would have been dreaming of that for women surfing, and I'm so honoured to be taking that opportunity and taking the charge with Betty Lou and all these girls who are amazing surfers for sure.
It's not over. It's so sick. So soccer. Best day of surfing for women surfing ever. 100%. It's crazy.
Our men's final, two North Shore locals gonna do battle. John Florence versus Baron Mamiya.
And here goes Baron Mamiya. Drawing first blood in the red jersey, grabbing the rail and pipeline. The highline exit, Baron Mamiya comes out.
Nice. Here we go, let's watch John looking back door. John up and riding, pulls it in, back door.
Oh!
Coming out.
John pulling in, barreled and pipeline, coming out and on.
Baron, he's on the takeoff, grabbing rail, pipeline, deep section here.
And he comes out.
Looking for the exit, Baron! Ahmed Mamiya!
What is happening?
Are you kidding me? Last score for Baron Mamiya, a perfect 10.
That wave was almost unmakeable where he was.
It was unmakeable.
Yeah, it was as deep as you could get on a wave, right?
Baron's in first with a 10.0 and a 6. John, you need an 8.01.
It's over. It's over. There's no way he's getting back out right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The final is over.
Give it up for your Lexus Pipe Pro 2024 champion, Baron Mamiya.
Oh, thank you so much, bro. It's a pleasure to be out there with you.
You can't pick and choose when the moment and the guard changes. The waves came for us to showcase the next level of women surfing, and we stood up to that challenge. Black and white, that guard is here, and it's just flipped the switch for sure.
Molly Picklum locks in, pulls in, standing tall, and gets blown out at backdoor.
Here goes Katie Simmers pulling in, huge backdoor section, and she reappears.
And right when you see Molly start with a 9.27, Caitlin does have an answer back. Opportunity setting up for Katie Simmers. Drills it, how about that hack?
I think that was a huge day for the women before me, the next generation looking at us, and then obviously our generation.
Molly Picklum, she needs a score.
Molly up and riding, grabbing rail in the barrel. Can she thread it out? No.
That day, the women stood up. They weren't out of their depth.
Katie Simmers is your champion of the Lexus Pipe Pro.
Yeah, girl! Katie, congratulations.
Pipeline for the girls. That's all I have to say. I hope this event shows everyone, like, the girls can do it. We're getting spit out all day. I'm really happy to be a part of it, but I'm just proud of all the girls who, like, are even out there.
Everyone just felt like the sparkles across the beach because it was just like, whoa, this is an amazing day and the women are doing amazing things. I have stars in my eyes because it was just such a day of awe, and I'm just wow factored at what unfolded for sure.
Last year, the bar was raised and performances were pushed to new heights.
Whoa! Wow, what are we watching?
The season culminated with 2 deserving champions. Katie Simmers won her maiden title.
Katie Simmers, now the youngest ever world champion.
And it just feels crazy. I'm just saying, like, I can't believe it.
And John completed his comeback to form with a 3rd.
The list of names that have 3 world titles is pretty incredible. I'm stoked to tie it with Gabe.
Every new season is a fresh page in the history books. The tour is back and better than ever. The platform to create a legacy. The chance to write history starts here at stop number 1, the Lexus Pipe Pro, presented by Yeti.